I'm the founder and owner of Alpha Audio. And Alpha Audio is a website in a niche. It's in the hi-fi industry, and we write about hi-fi, high-end gear, basically. So very nice loudspeakers, amplifiers, streamers, and stuff like that. And we do a lot of research in that field. So we measure a lot of equipment and try to find out how it works and what the good gear is and what the bad gear is. And we've been doing that for at least 15 years now. Once in a while, I restyle the website. And after 6 years, I thought it would be a great time to do it again because the style was getting a little bit old, and you know how it goes. You just add a lot of stuff, and in the end, it looks a bit like a mess, to be honest. So I was trying to find a decent partner to restyle the whole website. But in the meantime, we also started publishing in English. So I was really in doubt whether I would merge the two websites or just restyle both domains. And it was a question I couldn't answer myself because I'm not an expert in that field. And I don't know the implications of merging two large websites. So I posted a contract on Upwork, and I got a lot of replies on it because it would be quite a big job. But Devurai stood out because they didn't immediately say, yeah, we're gonna do it, but they rather asked questions regarding the contract. And that intrigued me because if you just say, I'm gonna do it, you have no clue how large the website is, what the structure is, and everything like that. So that's a big no if someone says that. So I thought, why not? We can always call, see how it works out. And that's how we got in touch. So it was asking the right questions that triggered me eventually. If I remember correctly, we first had a call just to get to know each other, what my goals were, what questions I had. It was a pretty long call, by the way. I think it was at least 2 hours. But it was mainly getting to know each other and see what the focus is of the project. What are my primary goals? What are my secondary goals? What questions do I have? And it was mainly about whether or not to merge the two websites or go multi-site, or I got a lot of options, and it wasn't answered immediately because I had a lot of questions myself regarding going multi-site or merge them with WPML. And after that, I decided myself to first restyle the Dutch version of the website because it's the largest one. And during the process, I thought that's not the main goal. The main goal is to actually merge them because it will be better for SEO. It would be better for managing the whole project. If I want to go and add German or French, it wouldn't work with a multi-site setup. And I think he already knew I was going to do that, but he just let me decide it myself. And it was a good process because it was a lot more work. It was a lot more expensive in the end, but I think I made the right choice. Although it was really hard, this project. It was a lot more work than we both thought, I think. There were a couple of things that were really important. One is that the main website that was live wasn't going down, of course, because we were working on the database. And not that it was tricky because we always had a test environment which could be ruined anytime, but it doesn't matter because we had backups. But the main websites should be running 100% all of the time. And we just created a backup server and a staging server, so that wasn't an issue at all. I gave you some pointers, like I use Cloudflare. Please don't download via the website because it will cost me a lot of money because of Argo and systems like that. And you always said, pay attention to that. That didn't happen. And it was very nice that you understood my concerns concerning infrastructure, live websites, staging sites, and stuff like that. So that worked fine all the time. And Alexander, the guy that worked on the website, he was really precise. He always had backups before he did something great, like changing stuff in the database, and stuff always goes wrong. it happens. But it wasn't an issue because he always had a recent backup. I was never worried that something would go down. And I'm quite, yeah, I was very involved in this process, but I was never worried. And you will notice when I'm worried that I will be very communicative about that, even in the weekends, as you know. Yeah, I do. We had a deadline that was the 1st of May this year. And I had the feeling, that's gonna be really hard. And we had a call and we decided not to go live on the 1st of May, but I think it was 2 weeks we added because of some issues with the merging of the two languages. By the way, the merging of the two languages was also a moment that I thought, ooh, these guys go all the way, because that was hard. I think for the people that watch this video, the website is pretty big. We have thousands of articles in the database, and they all had to be linked to each other to make the whole website bilingual. And honestly, I didn't know how hard this would be, because according to the plugin developer, it was very, very easy, but it wasn't, because we have a lot of custom fields and we have a lot of customized templates and stuff like that. So merging was hard, but eventually Alex did it, and it was quite a challenge for him, I think. So that took a lot more time. And that's why we had to reschedule the deadline on which we were going to go live. But even the moment to go live was pretty tricky. And yeah, you were there when I needed it. And that's something I wouldn't forget, because we worked 10, 12-hour days, weekends, and yeah, you did everything you could to make the deadlines, and everything was still very transparent, and we communicated all the way up to the date we go live. And of course, after you go live, you get issues. Always, when you get visitors, some couldn't log in, but there weren't major issues, but more like annoyances for our visitors, and they got solved very, very quickly. So that was very nice. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely recommend you. I think it's suitable for a lot of clients, small and big. I mean, you can handle pretty large projects. I think I'm relatively small even for your company. But even smaller clients get a lot of attention. So that's good to hear. And yeah, I would definitely recommend. You're a very capable company.